Welcome everyone to the channel. My name is Linden Houston. Today's video, I'm just going to cook myself a bit of dinner because that's what I feel for. So I'll be cooking some Jamaican rice and peas, but I'll be using the tin peas, and I'll be doing myself some wings. If you're new here, just to let you know you're welcome. Please do remember to like, share, subscribe, do leave positive comment. So basically what I'm doing, I'm just going to work on my rice and peas. Today I'll be using some tin peas. All that is personal preference. You can use whatever you want to use. I have some coconut milk here. So feel free to use whatever you have. And I'm going to use beans in the tin I'm using today. But if you want to buy the fresh ones and, and cook it down, but I don't have any time to deal with that today. I'm going to go in with some thyme. Put some spring onion in. I'm going to put a bit of, brown sugar in this. All that is personal preference. Add in some black pepper. A little bit of extra spice in it. Bit of paprika. Make sure to cook it, how you want it. So this is how I like it. So I'm cooking it my way. I'm just adding some extra seasoning to that. I'm bringing it to a boil at the moment. And then we'll work on the other rest. After I bring it to a boil and catch my flavor properly, I'm going to work on my chicken. Once it comes in, ladies and gentlemen, please do thumbs up the live. And if this is the first time you're visiting the channel, just let you know you're welcome. Please do consider to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate that. So I don't want to put too much liquid in it because the amount of rice I'm using is this. So I'm just going to make sure I catch my flavor properly. That tastes lovely. I'm going to put a piece of ginger in it. Welcome to the channel, everyone. So I'm chopping up some ginger. I'm going with some ginger in that. The rest, I'm just going to put it in here because I probably need it later on. I'm going to put a piece of onion in it. But this is for me. I love rice and peas. Once it comes in, ladies and gentlemen, please do thumbs up the live. And please do like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to add a little bit more water in this. So I want to cook about it. I'm going to put a little bit more rice in that, just in case, you know. So I'm using about a bowl of rice. But I don't want the rice to be, when I'm cooking my rice and peas, like, no, for my personal use, personal preference, I want it a bit moist. I don't want it shelly. Nice flavor going on there. I'm just looking now for my powder garlic. I'm putting some powder garlic in this. All that is personal preference. If you want a little bit of heat in it, just add a little bit more black pepper. A bit more black pepper to that. We're gonna keep working on this. So the rice, I'm gonna put it in a bowl here, and I'm gonna give it a bit of wash. So I'm using basmati rice for this. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm just cooking some Jamaican rice and peas today, and I'm gonna cook some wings to go with it also. I'm just gonna give my rice a bit of wash. Once it comes in, ladies and gentlemen, please do thumbs up the live. If you haven't yet subscribed, please consider to do so. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the positive, comment. I'm just gonna put my rice in. So my aim for this is to let this cook down properly. But as I said, I don't like my rice shelly. So I normally work on my rice before I do my meat. Next thing, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a little bit of butter to that. You don't have to. It's just personal preference. But as I said, it's me gonna heat this, and Daniela should probably have a little bit. She's not a big heater, so. I'm just taking up this bit of butter. So that so far is going well. The next thing I'm gonna work on, my chicken wings. So that's what I'm gonna have with this, some lovely chicken wings. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move this and put it on this side there, on the back burner. So I want the rice to stay over this side. So I'll turn that one off. I'm gonna pop a lid on that. So now I'm gonna work on my chicken wing. Okay. So I have some wings here, and I'm gonna get a red cutting board for the meat, and I'm gonna prep my wings how I would like it to be. I'm just gonna put a cloth underneath this. So basically what I'm doing now, I'm working on my wings. As you see, these bowls are here. That is to, marinate my wings, and I'm gonna prep it now, and I'm gonna give it a bit of wash. So I'll use a different knife to work on that to see. Okay, we have the wings and they're like this, but I don't need this part. So basically I want to cut them, and I'm gonna core them. All this is personal preference, but that's how I want mine. So we're working on our wings now. Those of you who are new here, welcome to the channel. Please do thumbs up the live, and feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate that. So this is how I want my wings. So I'm prepping them, cutting them in half like this, and then I'm just coring them a little bit. Not only that, the seasoning go through it also quicker. So that's what I feel for today. So these wings, I'm gonna kind of do it a little bit different. In terms of the ingredients that I'm gonna put on this. So the rice, I'm just gonna turn it down. Let him simmer. Welcome, Journey. Welcome, Journey, Jackie. I'm just working on some wings here, Jackie. I feed for a little bit of chicken wings. I bought these. So I said I need to cook them, but that's what I feel for today. But I'm gonna do them, cook them in a little bit different style. So these I don't really need them, so wash mine off a little bit. Next thing what I'm gonna do with this now. All right, let me remove this. So I'm finished with that. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wash these off. Yeah. Wings are nice. So I'm putting some vinegar on this. Quite a bit of vinegar. And I'm gonna put some water. I'm gonna wash these off. Make sure you give them a good wash. All right, the next thing I'm gonna do now, I have some chopped ginger here. I'm gonna put some chopped ginger on that. It's gonna be, as I said, a little bit different. I'm putting some maple syrup on this. Maple syrup. Just a bit of maple syrup there. So we're taking that to the next level. So we have maple syrup. I'm gonna go in with some garlic powder. Some black pepper on this. So I'm gonna put up some heat. I want this to be spicy. So generous with the, cayenne pepper. I love cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is like me and cayenne pepper with friends. I'm gonna go in with some all-purpose that I make. So I turn my rice and peas down. Let him simmer a bit. So meanwhile this going, I'm gonna light this as I'm gonna fry the wings then. That's what I feel for today. Some nice fried chicken. But I'm gonna do them Linden style. They're doing it. Some all-purpose seasoning on that. That's how we're working this. We want some mustard in this. As I said to you, I'm dealing with this different. Mustard on that. So that should be all right. So I'll finish with that. Little bit of ketchup on it. You don't have to make it that way, but I'm telling you, when I finish with this, it's gonna be nicer than rice. Make sure you're marinating properly. The next thing what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in with an egg. 1 egg over that. Okay. Give my hand a bit of wash. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna work on now is the flour. We're gonna set this aside. All right, I don't need this yet, so I'll set this aside until I'm ready for that. The flour, I'm gonna work on the flour now. Gonna put some flour in this. Now, if it need more, we work on that. It's not a big issue. Black pepper, I want to be generous with this. As I said, I want it spicy. Bit of garlic powder. I'm gonna go in with some different all-purpose. So I'm seasoning my flour. Bit of sea salt. So I need to watch that because, as I said, I don't want a rice. I don't like rice. I don't want it shelly. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna give him a little bit of stir. Meanwhile, I have to be careful because I don't want any liquid catch in that. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move the rice. I'm gonna shift it over a little bit because I don't want any liquid catch. With your frying stuff, you don't want no liquid at all over this. But I'm gonna put the rice over here. Put a little bit give him a little bit more water. And we're gonna cover him and let him steam. So we'll turn that down. So my oil almost ready. So we'll leave him there. Give him a little bit of stir here. So there's a couple things you can do. You can do this bits by bits, or you can bread them and put them aside and then fry them straight ahead. So I'll show you exactly what I mean. So if you want, you can just bread them. But make sure they have enough liquid on it. Very important. You can bread them twice if you want. Just shake the flour off. But this is the way you can do them. You can double up on this if you want. But all this is personal preference. Just give him a little bit of shake. So knock the excess flour off this. When I finish with this, I'm going to make a sauce to go with this. Just go ahead, drop them in. I'm going to repeat the same process. So this will need a little bit more flour. That's why I have extra flour on the side here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna wash my hand off. And I'm gonna get my pan. I'm gonna start give this a bit of turn. If you notice, I don't fry it, let the fire too high, just reasonable. I hope it's not too dark in here. Let me put another light on, if it's helps. So the rest of flour, I'm gonna put it inside here. As I said, when I finish, I'm gonna make a nice sauce to go with this and your rice and peas. Normally, I should use one hand wet, one hand dry, but you know, it's all good. So I'm just gonna put these in. As I said, make sure enough liquid is on it, you know, that it's the flour stick on it. So that's done there. So make sure you get your flour on them. So this is a recipe that I come up with. And I said, okay, let me make this today. So these almost ready. But as I said, I don't want to rush them. Just take my time, work on them. What I'm going to do when they finish, I'm just going to stick them in there. You know, just to rest. So I'm just going to put a piece of greaseproof paper in the bottom. You don't have to do this, but you know, personal preference. So when they fry, I'm just going to put them straight in that and let them relax a little bit. So what I'm going to do meanwhile, I need to make myself a sauce. But you know, I like onion, so onion going to be a part of this. If you want to crisp this up a little bit, you can increase the flame, but I don't want them burnt. I want them have nice golden color. and cook through. Make sure they cook through properly. So what I'm gonna do, work on my onion because I want a nice sauce to go with this. Bit of fresh garlic. Piece of ginger. So this is all for my sauce. Spring onion. Okay. The smaller piece in this, these smaller bits are good to go. So I'm just gonna put them in. I'm just gonna bring the temperature up a little bit. Just to crisp it up a little bit. And within probably a minute, I will take these one out. I'm gonna need a bit of carrot. You don't have to make your sauce like this in a bucket. Trust me, you love this. So I'm gonna use a bit of the carrot. So I'm not peeling off all of the carrot, just some of it. And I'm gonna slice it very thin. So basically I'm just utilizing what I see around me. That's what I normally do. Some red pepper. So now I can remove most of these. You notice the color on these, lovely colors. So we're gonna keep working on them until they finish. Then I'm gonna slide that off and work on my sauce. So with something like this, you need a lovely sauce to go with it. I can smell the rice and peas already. So this is a very wide pot, so I'm sure I can put all of these in. All I need to do now is just turn the flame up a little bit. Because normally when you're cooking and you put so much like food, like a fryer or stuff like that, just increase the flame a little bit. All right, so we're gonna work on our sauce now. Now it's sauce time. So I'm gonna make the sauce on this one. So I'm gonna start the sauce off. I'll probably use I'll use a little bit of butter. Because the butter gives a little bit better flavor. Remember to thumbs up the light, ladies and gentlemen. But I still need a little bit more onion in. I love a lot of onion in a sauce like this. But the next thing I'm gonna do, I have a piece of onion here. I wanna cut this round like this. So I'm gonna put all of this at once in the pan. A little bit of vinegar, that's a splash. Bit of brown sugar. We're gonna work on that now. So I'll finish with this. Half a spoon black pepper. For the black pepper, I don't need any more of this for now. I did want some potato salad, but I'm not gonna work on that today. So this, I don't need this. I'll leave that for the time being. Bit of all-purpose seasoning on this. We're just gonna saute him off a little bit. So what I'm gonna do now is start turning my chicken. Believe me, I can't wait to eat this because I'm a little bit peckish. So now I'm gonna turn the flame down a little bit. So thyme, just pull it down like this. Get some thyme leaf in that. So that should be fine. So the sauce I'm gonna do is kind of a tomato base. I'm gonna use kind of tomato base in the sauce. It's kind of an old school style, but I'm doing it, putting my twist on it. Make sure I clean up everything. For the maple syrup, I wait a little bit, see if I need a little bit on that. So I want this to be nice and crispy. Nice color I want on this. My rice and peas is here. Look at that. Give him a bit of stir. As I said, I don't want him shelly. I don't like when it's too shelly at all. The rice and peas actually ready. Just tip a little bit of water in it, and just get them a little bit moist and soft. But I said I like when it's soft. I don't like to eat rice and you feel like something going down your throat. So with this now, I'm gonna use, as I said, the base of my sauce. It's gonna be like a tomato. So because I'm gonna remove this and put some hot water on the other side. So I don't want to pour it while the oil is in it. So I'm gonna let that boil a bit. So the London gear almost going down. See that? Just a couple bit more chicken I have to fry. Rice almost ready. Work on my sauce. In the sauce, I want some chili, some cayenne pepper. I'm putting in that. Splash of maple syrup. That's not bad at all. Bit more garlic powder in that. So if you want this a little bit more thicker, you can add some corn flour in it. So I'm letting that boil. You need a little bit more color. Just add some soy to it. So I want this with a bit of sheen. So I'm just going in with some butter, some salt butter. I'm putting just give it that sheen over it. About a minute, and I will take these out. So what this needs now is just a little bit more body. The season, it's okay. These finish. So that's a chicken done. So all I'm doing now, waiting on the sauce. So I want the sauce to reduce a bit. All right, that's not bad. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna thicken the sauce. Now, how I'm gonna thicken the sauce, someone gonna start crying because you probably never heard of this. But I'm gonna use cornmeal. I'm gonna use cornmeal to thicken the sauce. That's probably a bit of a surprise for many of you, but you know, the Olympic chefs strike again. I'm gonna add a little bit of water to this. And watch this in my blender, and this is gonna get it as fine as possible. You ever heard of cornmeal thickening the sauce? Well, this is cornmeal. I'm gonna thicken this sauce. Now you have to take your time with it, you know. Take your time and watch it to the consistency what you want it. And the reason why I blend it, when you blend it out, is like it gets smoother and your cooking time is less for the cornmeal to cook out, that you can consume it properly. So I want it a little bit, with a little bit body. When I said a little bit body, that it can coat the back of a stainless steel spoon. So that's when you know your sauce have a lovely consistency. So that's what I'm going for. So that's gonna thicken up a little bit. So we just let the cornmeal cook out. And you know what I have, which I made. This is gonna be the world class. My dessert I'm gonna have. Okay, somebody said what I'm gonna have for desserts. It's all right. Don't worry. I'm gonna show you. It's like a blueberry cake. What I make. See the bottom of this? It's blueberry, and the top is like vanilla. So it's like a blueberry. When I cut it, you're gonna see down here blueberry, and the top vanilla. This is just some crumbs, like digestive biscuit crumb, which I use at the base, a sprinkle on top of it. So you see the sauce ready like Freddy now. So I'm going to show you everything what I've done. You know, or what I normally do, let you guys see what's going on. So the maple syrup, I'm finished with the ketchup. I'll probably just leave the ketchup over here just in case if I need more. So this I don't need it some more. Let's remove this. Okay, let us get ready because you know everything almost done. So I'm going to show you what time is it. Let me just take these bits out of it. These are just spring onion and some thyme leaves. Just removing these. You know, if you want to eat them, you can eat them, or they are edible, except the thyme leaf. If you don't blend them, don't try to eat it. Otherwise, it's gonna feel like, you know, something going on in your throat, like cockroach or spider. And you don't want to eat spiders. See my rice and peas. Look at that. You know, that's my Sunday dinner ready. Sauce, finish. So that's the sauce there, finish. See, that's a world record sauce finish. You know, now I'm gonna give you a close-up look at what's going on, you know. So you know that's how I do it. Ladies and gentlemen, please do. If you like this content, please do subscribe. Thumbs up the live. You know, keep this channel going and reaching to higher level. Yeah, so the Olympic chef gonna show you exactly what time of day it is. You know, it's dinner time. Welcome, welcome everyone. Look at that. That's a homemade sauce for the chicken. And that's the world record rice and peas. Now look at these. See that? Look at that. One taste lead to another. Look at this. Does it get better than this? Look at that. See how lovely they are? Effortless. Bit of this. You know, you dip some of this in the sauce. Look at this. Look at that. That lovely glazed color. You know, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure I enjoy this. Hi, how are you doing? How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Please do thumbs up the live and feel free to subscribe. Thank you very much. You know, on the rice and peas over there. But these, I can't wait to eat these, I'm telling you. I'm going to give you some 6 of this is for Jackie. Journey with Jackie, 6 of this bowl of rice and peas for you. And piece of cheesecake, you know. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your support. I'm going to eat now because Linden is hungry. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Peace be unto you all. Have a great day.